From Kalamazoo, direct to you, it's a WKZO.com Quickcast.
2 minutes after. Good afternoon. I'm Mark Hollis, Director of Athletics at Michigan State. It's good to have you here, and we're here today to announce an event that we're going to call the Celebrate the State Series, which is a unique football scheduling concept between Michigan State University, Central Michigan University, Eastern Michigan University, and Western Michigan University. To start off, I'd like to thank the athletic directors from those three great institutions for joining us here today. I got Kathy Beauregard to my left from Western, Dr. Derek Gregg from Eastern, and Dave Hickey from Central. They'll all make comments when I'm finished here. I'd also like to thank Greg Ianni, who I think is in the back of the room somewhere, for really conceptualizing this strategy and bringing it forward. It's something that when you sit back and you look at it, it is very unique, and there's a lot of thought and a lot of process that went in by all four of these institutions in putting this together. We compete on the field, and we're not going to take that, make that secondary in anything. That's why we're in the business, is to take our young student athletes and put them out into a field of competition. But the economic impact and the collaboration of these four institutions is enormous, especially in this situation. Coming off the 2009 NCAA Final Four down in Detroit, MSU continues to strive to lead and to provide a positive economic stories for the state of Michigan. I think all four of us up here, as you look around intercollegiate athletics, you understand the processes that we're going through. When you compel that with what's going on in the state of Michigan, the economic pressures in our industry is very intense, and that's one of the reasons why we came together and started talking about a concept like this and where it could go. Like many companies, we're looking for ways to do business in a different way. Commissioner Delaney talks about 250 teams in the Big Ten that travel to Florida on an annual basis. That's a lot of travel. That's a lot of expense. As you look at football programs, you look at things like team guarantees, you look at travel expenses, and you put all those factors into an equation, and you step back and you look at the level of competition that's available in this great state, and how can we compete in such a way that has a great financial return for each of us, but also gives us an opportunity. One of my phrases in my mission statement is the word celebrate, but it's how can Western Michigan, Eastern, and Central celebrate when they come to East Lansing, and likewise, how can Michigan State celebrate throughout this state of Michigan, and that was really at the forefront. There was a 2007 study done by the Anderson Economic Group, which really put it in tune with me, and it's the number $11.8 million is what's put into the average football game that Michigan State participates in back to the state of Michigan. That's a big number. When you compound that out by 7-8 games that might be played in this state, and you look at what all of these institutions do, those are big numbers. That's money that becomes available to this state that wouldn't be there if football is not taking place. It's good business. I think as you walk through and you look at the detail of what we're putting together here, we're definitely all winners, but the people of the state of Michigan are the big winners. Again, that's why we're stepping forward with this program. The concept's in line with what I think all of our presidents and our boards are striving to do on an annual basis, and that's drive economic value to the state of Michigan. Each of us have examples of that on our campus. President Simon's been unbelievable with FRIB, with bringing the IBM Research Center to campus, with expanding our medical schools out to Grand Rapids, Detroit, Traverse City. That's what we're trying to do with sport, with football, is drive that economic value back to Michigan. The greatest, and if I can put this into some parameters, as we all look at our scheduling and you look at why you do things, you look at the cost associated with taking a football team, which is like traveling a small army across state to various locations like Florida or like Alabama, and then you look at the cost of travel in state. You look at the type of money that's spent by fans, whether it be through ticket sales, through travel, through overnight lodging, through restaurants, food and drink. That money is going to stay in the state of Michigan with every one of these games that's played, and that's critically important to us. We're very much, all of us are very much national programs. but at the same time, this is an opportunity for us, and speaking for Michigan State, we're going to continue to have 7 home games every year, but this is an opportunity for all of us to come together and take games that are going to be maintained within the boundaries of the state of Michigan. The economic value to the state, for me, was one of the biggest driving factors for us putting this all together. The Celebrate the State football series itself is going to be 12 games. It's going to be played over 10 years, or 10 seasons, through 2020 is the last potential date that we would have a game. Michigan State will host Central Michigan. I'm trying to do this in alphabetical order, I think. Central Michigan in 2011, 2015, and 2018 here at Spartan Stadium. And in 2012, the Spartans will travel to Mount Pleasant. With Eastern, they'll be here 2012, 2014, 2016, and we'll be traveling down to Ypsilanti in 2018 or 2020, pending some scheduling that we're looking at there. And then Western, 2013, 2017, 2019 at Spartan Stadium, and 2015 we'll travel over to Kalamazoo. I think, I've run this past our commissioner, Commissioner Delaney. He's, very much an advocate for this series. I've talked to a number of my counterparts in various locations of the Big Ten. They're very supportive of what we're trying to do, and I think it speaks to how the Big Ten and the Mid-American Conference really collaborate on so many different things, whether it be officiating, scheduling, and quite frankly, in how we do business as athletic programs. For Michigan State, we're looking forward to the opportunity to host these 3 institutions, which we have in the past here. Good sportsmanship will be a key, I think, in each one of these games. We're all going to step forward with a strong initiative on maintaining great sportsmanship. At the same time, we're looking forward to painting those 3 towns very green when we travel to those institutions and really extending the Michigan State brand out like they have when they've attended or participated in games here in East Lansing in the past. So that's a brief overview. I think all the details are in the release there. I'm really excited about this. I think it's great for the state. I think it's great for these 4 institutions, and we're really looking forward to proceeding. So I'd like to each athletic director up here to make a brief comment, and then if there's questions and answers about this series, we'll field those at the conclusion. So Kathy, would you like to start?
Thank you very much, Mark. It's an absolute pleasure for us to be here today to share in this very exciting announcement about Celebrate the State. We have a philosophy at Western Michigan. It's always a great day to be a Bronco, but it's always a great day to be a member of a higher education institution in this great state of Michigan. And I can't thank Michigan State enough for this opportunity that they are providing to our institution, the Mid-American Conference, and the other 2 MAC schools that are participating in this. I'm not sure if there's any other school in the country, any other conferences in the country that can say what is happening here today. And on behalf of our institution, our president, John Dunn, all of the Broncos, our community members, and our alumni, I will tell you that we are extremely excited and proud to be a part of this collaborative effort. A great group of individuals getting together, all believing in the same thing, that's what's best for the state of Michigan, for our student-athlete experience, for the entire population across the state. This is extremely exciting, and I've been a Bronco a long time, and I'm not sure if we've had one of the more exciting announcements of bringing Michigan State University football to Kalamazoo, Michigan. And on behalf of all of us, thank you so much again. And we are looking forward to playing here this year and many more games, and can't say enough about what we know this is going to do around the country for an announcement of what really should be happening in higher education and intercollegiate athletics right now are partnerships like this. So thank you.